Okay, people, I'm back again. Psalm 91. But if you really dissect Psalm 91 all the way through, it's really about protection, you know, from your enemies. Because when you're trying to do what's good, you're going to have people that you on your heel or on your back. Armor is a thing. Think about this. I'm going to use a worldly, I'm going to use somebody out of the world that was doing something good and was persecuted. Take Martin Luther King. And he's not the only, it's many. But I'm going to use him, for example. Trying to bring a good thing. Get people to love one another. People not to judge each other on the color of their skin, but by their character and things of such matter. And people hated him for that. People hated him. They killed him because of that. For doing good. Am I saying his armor was down? I don't know. You understand? I don't know. It might have been his time. He might have just served his purpose. But you know what? You see, praying to the Lord protects you from premature death. From premature death, from unexpected death. You know, and think about it. When he's talking about parents, children be obedient to your parents. What you think that's all about? That's all about saving you from premature death. He said, so your days will be long. So that's one of it. He said, I will dwell in the house of the Lord for all the days of my life. So you got to, if you're going to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of your life, you got to seek the Lord all the days of your life too. You understand? I don't believe in that saying, God just want a little bit of your time. That's something I've heard my whole life. He just want a little bit of your time. Well, if you're only giving God a little bit of your time, who getting the rest of it? I understand you got to go to work. But you know, when you grow as a Christian, when you go as a follower of Christ, guess who's going to be on your mind? I'm sure a lot of time when David was in those caves fleeing from the enemy, he was seeking God. God, what do you want me to do? What's going on here, man? You know what I'm saying? Please help me. You know, why is Saul pursuing me? Lord, just communicating with the Lord. You see, this day and age, the devil doesn't want you to communicate with the Lord. He don't. He wants you to communicate with people. I was talking to a coworker the other day. You know, like when I lived for the world, and before God came into my life and I realized he was my helper, he was the one that's going to deliver me for anything before any friend can. You understand? It was one of the most hardest moments I went through in my whole life, putting my trust in God. Because one thing that he did is like, in Psalms, I can't remember which one, he said, my friends and my neighbors stand far off from my plague. It's like when you ain't got nobody else, when your mother and your father forsake you, when you ain't got nobody to call on, you got the Lord. And God had to clean me up. He had to realize, hey, Houston, why are you calling on these people? I call you to me to put your trust in me. Why are you calling on people all the time? Call on to me. You understand? Every time I had a problem before I accepted God in my life back in 2010, I got to call somebody and tell them what's going on. There's an old song I used to listen to in church. Call him up and tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Think about that. That's the person. That's the creature. That's the Lord. That's the King. You need to call on and tell him what you want. A lot of times when you call on people, most of the time you want something that you probably don't even need. You know, one thing I done realized about calling on the Lord, when I call on the Lord first, and I'm in lack of something in my life, or it's something I really need, I ain't say want, something I really need, something I need, you understand? The Lord always sends help in some form or fashion. And guess what? I'm telling y'all this truth now, I never have to make multiple phone calls. Never. He'll be like, go here. You remember he told Peter, hey, go fishing, and the fish you pull out gonna have a coin in his mouth. That's how it is. It ain't no, I gotta call this bill, I gotta call this loan company, I gotta call that loan company, I gotta call this person, I gotta gather this up, I gotta do that, that's how you used to be in the world. When put your trust in man. When you start putting your trust in God, think about when David was being pursued by Saul. He had one close friend that warned him about everything. Jonathan, the son of his enemy. Wow, amazing. I've seen things like this happen so many times when my enemies have come against me and I'll just be chilling and then information just fall on my lap. I'm like, okay, well, let's pray. You understand? He said, you will see the desire on your enemies. He said, 1,000 may fall at your dwelling, but it will not come near thee. You know, I'm trying to think of this verse that shows you some things, right? Let me think. Give me the words. You understand? But it gonna come to me. You see, people think when they say, like, the enemy is gonna be there. It will not come near your dwelling. It's not gonna destroy you. The enemy is not gonna destroy you. You understand? Think about David. David lost his house, his kingdom, in the hands of his son, but he wasn't destroyed. Do you understand? Took over for a little while, and then he kept calling on the Lord, and the Lord gave him back his kingdom. It happens sometimes. You know what? All it does is strengthen you. I'm sure after that battle was over, after Absalom had died, he grieved for his son, and then he was put back in position. Why? Because he kept calling upon the Lord, and the Lord delivered him out of all his troubles. I don't think you understand what Psalms is all about. He wasn't talking about riches, earthly riches. Oh, the Lord made me so rich. Oh, the Lord made me conquer my enemies. Great is the Lord thy God. With the Lord, I can come upon a truth. You understand? And not only do he assist you in your hands, he got things going on in the spiritual realm that you couldn't even understand. You wouldn't even want to see it properly. Just imagine if we walked around in this life when we can see the spiritual realm. Most people probably wouldn't even leave the house no more. If you saw the spiritual realm in all its glory. If you saw everywhere you go demons. What in the world? People wouldn't even want to come out the house. And angels. Because a lot of people, when they saw angels, they were like, oh, Lord, what is that? You understand? I don't think you want to see half of the stuff that's floating around in the spiritual realm. You understand? Just know it's a war going on up there. It's an anime I used to watch all the time called Bleach. And it's like, it's a spiritual war going on. The people don't see it. But the spirits are fighting and things like that. Now, in the anime, they might be fighting in this position and there's a tornado behind it. That's power. Just imagine when a storm comes, it might be some angels clashing in heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's the thunder. Boom, a sword hit here, a sword hit there. I don't think you want to see that. Just know that there's something in the spiritual realm that's fighting for you. The Bible even says the wicked will destroy the evil. So guess what? When he say deliver you from evil, that don't mean be evil. You understand? He said if you got hatred in your heart, it's like your prayers are like clanging brass. Like, I can't hear that. What? I can't hear you. You understand? I can't hear you. You understand? I can't hear what you're saying with all that hatred in you. Them prayers are not going to be answered. Oh, you want me to kill them because they upset you. I don't think so. You understand? I don't think so. You know, a lot of times when you're praying and you destroy your enemies, you got to go into the spiritual realm now. You see, you still thinking about the physical. You still thinking about destroying that human being that's plaguing you all the time. Oh, you forgot about the spiritual. You forgot about God cleansing that human being. Destroy your enemies all the time don't mean kill nobody. might mean heal, might mean cast out. I don't think you understand. I don't think you're hearing me correctly. Praying for those that spitefully use and abuse you might cleanse them. But if you try to reward evil for evil, you might get destroyed with them. Do you understand? The wicked destroys the evil. That's why he don't want us to revel and revel back. Yeah, it's easier said than done, because sometimes I get mad too and I revel back too. But just think about it. That doesn't work the righteousness of God, Houston. That doesn't. Don't let the enemy use you like he's using them. Do you understand? Don't let him use you. Don't let him use you, because we all been used by the enemy in one form or fashion. You understand? We all have. I don't care who you are. You might think you just perfect, and there's no way I let the devil use me. Well, when you start speaking that gossip about somebody for no apparent reason, you need to let the devil use you. Oh, I'm going there. All the things you think are righteous in the eyes of the Lord, some of it ain't. Some of it is just you being overly righteous. You understand? He said, don't be overly righteous. Why destroy yourself? And don't be overly wicked. Why die before your time? You see, pride leads to being overly righteous. Why destroy yourself being overly righteous? Understand that you are a human being with imperfections that make mistakes. Humble yourself in the eyes of the Lord. That'll let you know something. Hey, I messed up. They can mess up. Oh, I understand now. Glory be to God. Don't be one of them Christians your whole life. God came into your life and he delivered you from drugs, delivered you from addiction, delivered you from sexual immorality, delivered you from homosexuality, delivered you from demons, delivered you from evil spirits, delivered you from witches, delivered you from sorcerers, delivered you and delivered you and delivered you, and now you're looking at everybody else like, I'm better than you. Hey, the same God that took you through it will bring you right back through it. You might want to read the Old Testament. You can fall backwards. You can backslide, and backslide not always as easy or simple as most people think. Everybody got different flaws. You understand? Everybody got different flaws. David had flaws. Samson had flaws. Moses had flaws. You understand? You see, Moses was the first person to be used by God the way he was being used by God. So I gotta understand him. He was like, man, I stutter. Well, don't you know I can fix your voice? But okay, I'll help Aaron. I'll get Aaron. He never asked for Aaron. Oh, y'all ain't hearing me. He didn't ask for Aaron. He asked for Moses. Moses just ain't had trust issues right there. You understand? I can't do this by myself. Can I go get my brother and he help me too? Can Aaron help me? And Aaron was like a thorn in his flesh the whole time. Aaron, you just gonna let them make the golden calf? What in the world is wrong with you? Well, the people said, okay. He asked for Moses. He called Moses out. But Moses wanted assistance. He was trying to tell you, I got you. All right, I give you to help you. A lot of things in this life, people, we got to realize that our help comes from the Lord. He'll send assistance. He'll send assistance when he need to be. You remember when Moses was fighting that war and he told him to hold that staff up. You understand? Hold that staff up. And as long as you got it up in the air, you're going to win. You see, it's obedience. It'll strengthen you. Now watch this. He holding up in the air and he's getting a little weak. Before his arm dropped, somebody came, let me lift that arm up with you. I got you. He didn't ask for the help. They just took it upon themselves to help him. Do you understand, people? You ain't got to walk around beggarly. He said, why do you so back to the beggarly ways? You gotta ask nothing. I will make your enemies your footstool. Aaron talked so much trash, him and his sister, about Moses behind his back. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Moses in the tabernacle, just minding their own business. Y'all like, what? What the Miriam just say? Oh man, touch not my anointed woman. You understand? When he say touch not my anointed, you might want to watch what you say about people. That's why I don't want you gossiping and talking trash, especially when you're I can understand truth. But just gossiping just for the sake of gossiping, or talking down on somebody for no apparent reason. That's what Miriam and Aaron was doing. And God was like, tell them to come here. They come in there. Oh, you want to talk about Moses behind his back? Leprosy, 7 days outside the camp. See you later. Holla at you. I love you. But you talking about the wrong man here. You talking about the wrong man. You might want to shut your mouth. And then you're going to still continue to help him. Get in line, woman. Get in line, Aaron. You understand? Get in line. I showed you what I can do to her. You keep messing up, I'm going to do the same to you. You might want to back Moses instead of trying to stab him in the back. Do you understand, people? That's what you got to deal with. My own familiar friend who I broke bread with. My back killing me. Sometimes you don't even know it's them. Smile in your face. What's up, man? I'm so happy to see you. And they give you that handshake. He said, be careful those who make pledge with a handshake. What's up, boy? What's up, man? So I ain't seen you in forever. This is my dog, boy. I love that video, that little post on Facebook when somebody's hugging somebody and arrows all in his back, and the person who hugging him got the arrow, the bow in his hand. That's exactly how the world operates. That's why you need your protection. But you love them anyway. Because their evil deeds and their wickedness going to fall upon them. Just make sure you ain't doing no evil deeds and no wickedness so it fall back on you. You understand? Do you understand? David understood it. Oh, I'm the king. I can get away with anything. Oh, really? Strife in your house for the rest of your life? I don't think so, David. Oh, I don't think so. Oh, Moses, hey, strike the rock 2 times. I'm going to do it 3 times. All right, you ain't entering the promised land. Do you understand, people? You better do what God tells you to do. I don't care if you're a Christian, a follower of Christ. You think you get a free pass? No, you do not get a free pass. Yes, he forgives you of your sins. But there are consequences behind your actions. If we didn't have consequences behind our actions, that wouldn't make God a righteous judge. But he is. And he's a righteous judge. And he's going to judge everybody according to their works. That go for me, you, your enemies, your friends, your family member, your husband, your wife, your kids, the list goes on, people. Let me pause and I will continue.